Make like Joseph Gordon-Levitt and co-star with Christian Bale in a historically high-grossing superhero film, which, if you watch that back, was clearly set up for a sequel about Robin. Make like Joseph Gordon-Levitt and be the character who was set up to be Robin in an incredibly successful movie, critically, box office wise, and then never get the sequel.
What is this movie?
Batman.
He was in a Batman movie?
Exactly, bro. It was supposed to. I mean, if you watch Dark Knight Rises, there was supposed to be something after that where he's Robin, or maybe it's
Oh,
not Dark Knight Rises. Maybe it's like later on in that series, but he got shafted decently
why did he get shafted?
because there was never a movie in that franchise or that iteration of the Batman thing.
Oh, but you don't know why that decision was made.
No, I mean,
Maybe he would have, maybe he's the one who is responsible for it. Maybe he backed out of some project we don't know about because he wanted to make Don John. He
believable. I think Don John was probably much earlier in history.
maybe he was oddly insistent about playing a gooner
No,
before the
guys,
term
guys.
even
Scarlett
existed.
Johansson said yes. I can't make it. I cannot make it. Scarlett Johansson said yes. Um, maybe also James Cameron, I think it was, or Michael Bay, or whoever the fuck, whichever one of them white boys was making that Christian Bale Batman thing, was just like everyone likes this. Like across the board, everyone thinks this is a great movie. Heath Ledger made it like respectable from a an artistic standpoint. Let's not depend on Joseph Gordon-Levitt to keep that going. Let's quit while we're ahead.
Yeah,
So
what have we got today, ridiculousness wise? What
last time we
compilations do
were
we have to
watching
choose
Bad
from?
Listener Edition. I don't know if this was an option last time, but since then we've got ridiculousnessly. Oh no, yeah, it was because they've got both Chanel and Miss Paul on there, which
I'd like
is
to note something really quick.
yeah,
For the listener, we're looking at the recent ridiculousness compilations that were posted. Every episode we watch them, react to them, catch up to speed. But I'm shocked to see that there's no Thanksgiving themed or holiday themed compilation. It's the day after Thanksgiving for the listener. Um,
that is a good point.
you'd think I mean, there must be hours and hours of Thanksgiving freakouts, tables being flipped in a drunken rage,
Turkey
um,
sex,
turkey sex. Yeah.
turkey stuffing, if you know what I mean. Yeah, no, that's a good point. That's like, would an algorithm not think about that? Like, would you not have some consideration in place for holidays? If it's not an algorithm and it's a person, how do
I
you
have a
miss?
hunch that this is related to the recent cancellation. Uh, I mean,
Mm,
it must be less effort being put in than ever. I mean, I guess you're saying an algorithm handles this, but surely there must be some human input. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Well, that is an astute observation. I guess we'll have to keep our eyes peeled
Do
for
you
it.
want to find one, an older one that's Thanksgiving themed?
Well, let's even if we're not going to watch them, let's see. Let's read the bird entrails that are our options
Yeah.
from the last little while. So there was this one. We didn't pay very close attention to anything else, but in the thumbnail, you got both Chanel and Miss Paul, which is an anachronism and an especially pointed one because one is the replacement of the other, and they're clearly just going for views. And
It's
then
also pointed in a it's pointed to me because she's my wife and
because her bones are pointed too.
all the right ones, dude. Her cheekbones are fucking immaculate. Don't back off, okay? It's you're coming in a little too hot right now. We just started the episode making fun of my
Sure,
woman
I'm ready.
already. They have yeah. I honestly I keep calling her my wife. I don't even remember her name, but she's Logan Paul's girlfriend. They have her on the show sometimes. She's in the thumbnail for one of these videos, and William here always has to remind me that she thinks that she belongs to Logan Paul. She thinks that's
She's
who her
been
heart belongs to.
gaslit by Logan Paul.
It's me. Yeah.
Yeah. And we were joking last time that it's just going to get more and more intense, this shameless capitalization on the horniness of ridiculousness thumbnail choosers, and that they're just going to keep throwing in women into the thumbnails by the fistful, women who have nothing to do with the show. We haven't quite got to that point, but it's not like terribly different from that. What's happened in the
It's
meantime?
not far off. Yeah.
The next two compilations that they posted, each each of them have two women in them, which is new. That's not. I'm scrolling back through, and oh, I guess it's happened once or twice. Anyway, fuck it. Who gives a fuck? Maybe that wasn't that funny of a thing to say.
That
But
was weird. There's one thumbnail where it's just Stilo. That must have the least views of anything on this channel.
there's
Look at
something
the...
in that compilation that they were contractually obliged to release, but which they can't afford to have anybody see, and so it's hidden in plain sight where no one will ever watch it. Yeah, if you look, it's got -4 views. um, since the Chanel and Austin's wife thumbnail,
Thank you.
which was ridiculously lost and not found, and you've got a picture of on the thumbnail of somebody dropping an AirPod through an air vent. We've got ridiculously blindsided moments, featuring a picture of somebody about to deck somebody else off of a wakeboard. That seems apropos because if we're taking these as like tarot cards, that seems apropos because ridiculousness was canceled, existence was created.
Mm.
Um, you know, all the other ways in which we're blindsided these days in these unprecedented times, um, which was supposed to be a joke but just sounded fucking stupid and cringe. After that, we've got ridiculously popular videos, not how it works edition, and we've got three people holding a ladder straight up without the. It's not deployed like a triangle. It's deployed like a straight line going up to a ceiling that's probably like fucking I don't know, like 20 feet high, and somebody's reaching up to the ceiling, kind of giving me Tower of Babel vibes.
Oh yeah.
Icarus vibes. Um, that feels connected, and it occurs to me that I've been talking a fuck ton, and
No, you're on a roll. Keep going. You're describing these thumbnails and describing Rule 34 content. That's like your secret power. Your power levels are coming out right now, dude.
um, just know that I'm aware and that I will stop. But this is exactly what I was hoping for when I downed a double shot of espresso with some non-dairy ice cream just a moment ago. But after that, we've got ridiculously popular videos, family fun question mark edition. Two young boys each poking their head through one of the. It's like a smaller version of one of those little carnival cutout things where you pretend to be a very buff man and the big-titted bikini chick that he's with, but they're pretending to be like a scarecrow on a train or some dumb shit like that and
I
playing with
think
it.
it's a gnome or an elf. What is that? I'm starting to think we should do this one just to answer the question, but I also liked the idea of finding a holiday compilation.
I think one of them is pretending to be is sticking his head through one of a girl. The other one, it's like kind of looks like that guy from Mad Max, not Mad Max, Mad Magazine.
Oh, Alfred E. Newman, right? Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. I thought that was a scarecrow too. Yeah, I think that is a girl. It's a girl with pigtails. Her pigtails just kind of look like hay from a distance.
Um, but you can tell from the tops of their heads that they're both boys. Fucking, I was thinking this one would be interesting if we were to watch it. Was just trying to align it with our specific uh, fates and souls. In the way that Austin and Curly share a bloodline, like these two young men maybe did or do. And there's much to
Mm.
be dissected about that relationship because Curly, he's the prodigal son of this podcast. He, at every turn, chooses himself and not the greater good. His soul is a dark, black, shriveled raisin of what it ought, and
For
good.
real, it is.
Yeah,
For real, it is. And I have something to say about Curly, actually. And if you want, we can even weave this into a sort of Thanksgiving recap segment. But firstly, as you know, the listener, as I'm sure you haven't noticed, because why would this be on your mind at all? He is not here for this episode recording.
yeah.
Yeah.
Our
And
Stilo is once again absent.
right, right. Our Stilo is absent. And he texted us in the group chat last night, um, insinuating that he would be absent. He said, guys, don't be mad. But as we established in the last episode, he is suspended from the show currently. So this means nothing to us. It makes no difference at all. I think he really truly hasn't gotten that through his head. I think he doesn't know he's suspended,
It's
which
like
is
if you've seen that movie, the Timothy Chalamet, Steve Carell joint, Beautiful Boy, where Timothy Chalamet over and over breaks the trust of his immediate family by yet again choosing his addiction to opiates over them and just breaking Steve Carell's heart at every turn. It's like if in the last three quarters of that movie, when the realization setting in that Timothy Chalamet is never going to like stay in recovery, it's like if at that point in the movie he texted Steve Carell's character and was like, "Don't be mad. Oh my God, you guys are gonna be mad." It's like pathetic, you know. We're
it's
past,
like yeah, it's like that if instead of opiates it was bird watching.
yeah, which
A
would be fucking hilarious. That we
Yeah.
need that movie. Steve Carell manically up in the middle of the night googling the effects of bird watching on the human brain. Uh, Finally, for our little ridiculousness tarot card reading, we've got ridiculously surprising sports moments, and it's somebody doing a kickflip while wearing rollerblades. I don't know how much there is to read into that. A general lack of control. It gives me the same vibes as like a dream where your teeth are falling out. I don't fucking know, but that's the rundown of what we have for options, and it also, you know, it's a communication from beyond the veil, as always.
Mhm.
Whatever benevolent force worked through Rob and the gang to create ridiculousness is telling us something with these images. And listener, you have as much insight as to what that is as we do. We mortals are here merely as backdrops to these messages from the gods.
So what's it going to be then?
Well, I'm down to look for an old Thanksgiving one. I just think it's important that we fulfill the ritual
Yeah, yeah.
of finding our place in the present moment as the pantheon has.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of Thanksgiving, last night I noticed, of course, Curly tragically being a part of my bloodline, as William alluded to. He was at my Thanksgiving feast last night, and he was strangely quiet the entire time. Like
Mm,
it really stuck out to me. He was not himself. It was weird. I wonder if he knows that there's some tension between him and the podcast.
mm,
I mean, he should know. I'm just surprised. I would be surprised if it actually did get through to him. You know what I mean?
mm,
Because he's very blithe
I would go so
with
far
his
as to say
infractions.
I would go so far as to say monumentally obtuse.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we have ridiculously popular videos Thanksgiving edition pulled up. That one seems
Going back
reliable.
to ways to describe lack of social awareness, tact, and considerateness, in a word, Persian.
Hey, watch it. Watch it now. Watch it now, buddy.
No, I'm just playing, dog. I'm just playing.
You better be,
With
because I could say some things about the Irish
Go on,
if you really want to go there. Um,
ethnic food fight, bro. Let's go.
all right. Well, actually, I was thinking it could be an opportunity to make a quick detour into Austin's ragtime corner, talk about the Irish tenor Walter Scanlon, known for, as I talk about on this podcast all the time, at the 10 Cent Movie Show 1915. But
As
we don't
quickly
have to
as
get into that.
possible, I brushed up on the history of the Battle of Blair Mountain recently.
Yeah. What did you learn?
just the basic facts of it, and
Yeah,
yeah.
that song, that Union song that I uh, referenced in that Dear Decanon bullet point, good shit. A lot of people have recorded it. Like there are a lot of contemporary renditions, like Billy Bragg. I don't know if you know him. He has a version of it.
Wait, is the song called "There Is Power in a Union"?
It's called Which Side Are You On? But I bet they were singing a lot of different
Well,
stuff.
Billy Bragg, I think, wrote his own Union song, "There Is
Oh,
Power in a Union," and that's one of my favorites from childhood.
from childhood, did you grow up with
My
like
dad's a
coal
firefighter,
miners with dirt on their faces or something?
and not super far off. My dad was a firefighter.
Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome.
You were going
Well,
to talk about at the 10 cent movie show.
I don't actually have to get into that. I did want to do a brief Austin's Ragtime Corner later in this show, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we've navigated to the results on YouTube for Ridiculousness Thanksgiving. Most recently, they're all just Thanksgiving or holiday or there's one where
Whoa. Okay. Describe this. And I think this is what we have to do. This is really weird.
Chanel is emanating the vibe of you could see the gang running into her on the boardwalk in like the first episode of Jersey Shore. The way that her skin is
Mm.
glowing orange, her eyes are painted blue, um, her hair is all flaxen, and she's getting a hug from probably three times her size Santa Claus. Um, so we've got all that. She's kind of like youthful yet crusty, sort of early 2000s. Um, what's the word? White trash, but hot. Like her teeth are glowing white, but her spray tan you could scrape it off. Um,
There is a word for that, or a term for that aesthetic, actually. Trailer Park Princess is what it's called.
she's a petite trailer park princess,
Yeah.
and this really picturesque, pure rendition of Father Santa is fulfilling the, shall we say, the stepdad role in the dynamic. So it's charged with uh, wholesomeness, benevolence, but also this undercurrent of what's she gonna get for Christmas, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
In fact, I think she might be wearing like a. Well, I'm not going to speculate as to what she's
Sorry,
wearing.
did you mention she's on the lap of a Santa Claus
Right? Yeah, no, I did
figure?
not. That's an important part of the equation. Yeah, she's clearly sitting on his lap, and we all know what's in laps. It's dicks, bro. Dicks are in laps.
Yeah. I just want to know what the context is there. I guess they had someone to play Santa Claus and they had him guest star on Ridiculousness, which hats off to them. It's a pretty novel idea.
Yeah, I don't know. So most recent.
Do that Santa one. That
All
seems
right.
pretty interesting. This is what, holiday edition? Yeah, okay. Do you have any Thanksgiving shenanigans you could recount? Oh, send a sync to thing.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just making sure that it doesn't start playing. No, I had a fairly quiet Thanksgiving.
This Black Friday
Oh,
gift
for
heals
fuck's
your
sake!
retainer at the touch of a button. No more brushing.
Fuck off. Uh, I am still vegan. I just actually had some leftover vegan stuffing and Brussels sprout tree. Okay, she's giving Cindy Lou Who.
Bro, I love Brussels sprouts.
It's all good, bro.
Yeah, I'm at my mom's for Thanksgiving. As you can see in my childhood bedroom, currently behind me is a Beatles poster. Uh, Back before I was enlightened, now I don't listen to anything made after 1937. I'm the podcast's resident fan of pre war blues, country, traditional jazz, Tin Pan Alley pop, and ragtime music. Welcome to Austin's Ragtime Corner, folks. Recently, I've been listening to a couple compositions by W.C. Handy, who is most famous for penning the St. Louis Blues, which was sort of the first popular music hit to use like the 12 bar blues form, which obviously had existed in rural black music folk traditions for many years prior, but that was kind of the one of the earliest instances of that being brought to the masses, to popular music consumers. So I've been listening to St. Louis blues a lot recently, and Memphis blues, which I think that was published in 1915, and that was actually the first published instance of the 12 bar blues form. The first recording of it is by the Victor Military Band. I would highly recommend you go check out that recording. But a version I like a lot is by the W.C. Handy Preservation Band. That's a contemporary rendition. Um, anyway, that's it for Austin's Ragtime Corner today. Just wanted to recommend those two stellar pieces of music. And if you like St. Louis blues, if you like that tune, I would recommend listening to "The Ghost of the St. Louis Blues," which is a kind of a humorous take on that song by Emmett Miller, a minstrel yodeler who I spoke about on a previous installment of Austin's Ragtime Corner. But yeah, yeah,
There's a lot to unpack in the compilation we're watching. First of all, let's just start over and look at Chanel Westcoat's boobs. You know, time honored tradition. Oof,
wow.
even in this particular clip, she's got a velour shirt on. The cleavage is cleaved. What else do you need, bro? Stilo is wearing a t-shirt joking about Mike Tyson biting somebody. And then check this out. We've got a clip from presumably the Iron Age ritual that Ridiculousness was based on. We've got Trailer Park Princess herself. He's standing on a laptop.
Yeah, I want to note something. In this compilation, there was a graphic that flashed across the screen. It said hashtag alone together. So obviously there's something to do with the pandemic in this compilation, but it was posted 1 year ago, I think is what it said. So uh,
Oh,
I
damn,
think
bro.
I think a clip in this compilation must have been from a quarantine era airing, and they forgot to edit out the hashtag alone together graphic.
And as I was alluding to earlier and just wasn't sure enough to say,
Oh shit! Look at it! Look at that! It's Santa. Yeah, they had Santa on
over
Ridiculousness.
next to him, and she is wearing a skirt, bro. She's wearing a schoolgirl skirt, bro. So
I wonder who they got to play Santa.
that's the real Santa Claus. This is strip. Hang on. We gotta go back. Uh, Rob is about to say in a well, just listen. Just listen to the tone of voice that he uses to address Chanel with regards to Chanel fulfilling the role of child wanting something from Santa. Check this out.
Okay. Yeah, Rob
I think
said
I'm
to
making too.
expound on this for the listener. Rob said to Chanel, and Santa Claus, for for context, Santa Claus has just sat down on that famous red ridiculousness couch. He's sat down next to Chanel, and Rob prompts Chanel to tell Santa what she is thankful for. Now,
But
William, tell me what you see in that.
what I hear is him saying, Chanel, you got anything you want to ask Santa for? She's wearing a
Oh,
schoolgirl skirt. She's sitting next to that anyway. But
I
also,
see.
if you look, well, two things. She's got her original teeth in this clip. You can see hella gums.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah, that makes sense. This is
Maybe, you know
before
what?
the
Maybe
veneers era.
it's either that she got veneers or she got a new upper lip.
A new upper lip, huh? I
Just because her upper lip is mad thin and
Yeah,
it's letting you see the gum.
yeah. Hmm.
But also, if you look in the background, instead of the usual silhouette of the person doing the scorpion, where they like fall face first and their inertia carries the rest of their body over the top of their head and curves their back, they've got a reindeer doing that. So they were going all out back in the day.
By the way, just
Oh,
to
did you hear that?
no, no, sorry. I'm off my game right now. What's up?
Sorry, no, I just keep interrupting.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Stilo interrupted Chanel, saying that she got a really dope Barbie house with 3 levels and an elevator, and everybody laughing at her saying that. Not clear what the joke is. Stilo interrupts her saying that by saying, yeah, you never came to my hood.
As it should be. As it should be. Just because he's Stilo, uh, not because he grew up in a morass of crippling poverty, folks. Just because he's Stilo. By the way, beckoning back to our last episode, a cursory check of Rob Deerdeck's YouTube channel has revealed to me that he has not made any updates or delivered any updates about existence.io in a couple of weeks. So I wonder if that project has already crashed, like
I
the proverbial Led Zeppelin.
I feel good about my theory that it factors into the bankruptcy proceedings where he needed to quickly whip up a little group project that he could assign some hollow hypothetical monetary value to so that he could get through the bankruptcy proceedings a little bit easier. I don't think he has any real earnest intentions for existence. As somebody said very astutely in the comment section for one of the videos that we were watching about it last week, um, or 2 weeks ago, fucking, it's a calendar app.
Right.
I don't, I don't think he's that dumb or full of himself that he's blind to the fact that he's creating an overly complex, hard to look at calendar app and touting it as a new phase in human evolution.
Well, I'm glad you brought up the bankruptcy filing. That's a good segue into something we said we wanted to do today. For the listener, two episodes ago, I think we examined uh, the bankruptcy filing for Super Jacket Productions LLC, the production company behind Ridiculousness, which Rob Deerdeck founded, and uh, there was a lot of impenetrable stuff in there where we're not legal scholars. In case the talk of Chanel's tits didn't tip you off to that fact, but um, we
We
were
are
saying,
we are scholars of boob law,
yeah,
specifically,
yeah,
not as wide a range in expertise as would encompass bankruptcy, but
right,
boobs.
right. But we were saying we want to put the bankruptcy filing into some sort of LLM and have it
Mm.
summarize it for us to make us privy to things that we might have missed the first go around. So I'm going to do that, and it's probably going to take some time to process it. But once that's done, we can take a look at that. I'm going to do. I always use Grok. Do you have another preference?
Not based on any knowledge. I use Chat GPT or Google Gemini, but just because those are the ones that I don't know fucking happened upon.
Right.
I'm gonna take a shit.
Okay. While you're doing that, I'm going to go get more coffee.
I mean, I'm not going off camera. I'm just bringing my laptop to the bathroom.
I will have to go off camera, but if you want to fill the space with whatever, I mean, I did Austin's ragtime corner, so you can
Um,
monologue for a while if you want, but I'm not going to be here to be your hype man. So I don't know, just adjust your spiel accordingly, I suppose. But
I'm
I will be
going.
right back.
All right. Great. A little bit of dead air to mark my finding myself alone here. What we're gonna do while I poo is a short reading in the style of Paul Schofield of T.S. Eliot's The Wasteland. While I take a shit, and speaking of that, there goes. April is the cruelest month, breeding lilacs out of dead land, mixing memory and desire, stirring dull roots with spring rain. Winter kept us warm, covering earth in forgetful snow, feeding a little life with dried tubers. Summer surprised us. Coming over the starboard, I say, with a shower of rain, we stopped in the colonnade and went on in sunlight into the Hofgarten and drank coffee and talked for an hour. Bin gar keine Russen, Stamos Litauen, ek Deutsch. And when we were children, staying at the Archduke's, my cousin's, he took me out on a sled, and I was frightened. He said, Mary, Mary, hold on tight. And down we went. In the mountains, there you feel free. I read much of the night, and go south in the winter. What are the roots that clutch? What branches grow out of this stony rubbish? Son of man, you cannot say or guess, for you know only a heap of broken images, where the sun beats and the dead tree gives no shelter, the cricket no relief, and the dry stone no sound of water. Only there is shadow under this red rock. Come in under the shadow of this red rock, and I will show you something different from either your shadow at morning striding behind you or your shadow at evening rising to meet you. I will show you fear in a handful of dust. And we're back with more ridiculousnessness.
T.S. Eliotnessness is what that sounded like. Right?
T.S. Eliot Ness.
T.S. Eliot Ness, right? He's from Missouri, so you're kind of repping
I think
my
I did
state.
know that, yeah.
Yeah, you're repping my state right there, whether you knew it or not. But
did you see what Stilo had on?
no, no.
Look at his shirt. There it is.
Whoa, oh, dude! Holy shit! Please,
this
describe
is
this.
my theory that it's a costume department making horribly ignorant choices on his behalf.
I'm starting to believe that theory. Yeah, it's for the listener. It is the front page of the Washington Post from maybe like 2008 or something. I don't know if it was the first time he was elected or the second, but it's the headline is Obama makes history.
This
Holy
goes
fucking shit.
beyond. This goes beyond being like, quick, find me a vintage shirt that a black guy would wear. To they had to have made this for him. They had to have been like, none of these shirts that we can find are quite black enough.
Holy fuck. Okay, I'm going to upload a shit. I have to log in. Okay. I'm going to log into Grok and then upload the bankruptcy filing. Have it summarize that for us.
This is reminding me. Have you ever seen the show Monk? I may have brought this up already.
Yeah.
Have we talked about how Sharona, I think, his like carer in the beginning of the show is a MILF?
No, I haven't watched it sedulously. It's just the sort of thing I've seen on TV in passing.
Well, if you're ever needing a MILF, she's one.
The theme song is Randy Newman,
Mm.
one of the two like rock musicians I still listen to.
It's a jungle out there.
Yeah. He's a great songwriter, dude. But
Oh, it's a
fucking
beautiful day here
trying to get
in
into
Washington.
trying to log into Grok. Is it now?
It is completely clear sky. The sun is finely aged to a wintertime vintage. Golden in the morning. Trees are doing a good job. Fucking chill vibes, bro. Chill ass motherfucking vibes. Oh shit. She kind of killed that. Did you see that?
No, sorry, I'm distracted by this Grok bankruptcy filing thing.
It's just a clip of somebody doing a handstand on one of those hoverboard things, and she holds it for like 4 or 5 seconds.
Now, what does that have to do with the holidays? Explain that to me.
Well, she after those 4 or 5 seconds, she crashes into a Christmas tree.
Okay.
um, Two things. On such a chill ass day with nature so nearby, one, part of me really wants to smoke some dank. Two, nine
Hmm.
months sober as of 3 days ago.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Oh, is that Lil Jon?
I know what you're saying. Yeah, there are certain stimuli that really make me want to burn
Yeah,
up
bro.
myself.
All the woods? Come on, bro.
The woods, yeah,
Yeah. What are the woods for if not to sneak into and smoke weed?
yeah,
But
yeah.
no. But no, that's not how we doing it now.
Playing guitar just
Mm.
tempt me sometimes. That used to be really
Oh, I
fun when
see.
I would smoke. Yeah. Um, I used to, my gosh, it was so fun. I would stay up until like 3 a.m. and I had a loop pedal, if you know what that is. This is when I don't play electric guitar anymore. I only play acoustic fingerstyle pre-war blues, country, traditional jazz, Tin
That's a
Pan Alley
t-shirt,
pop, and
bro. That's a
ragtime.
t-shirt.
But yeah, but this was back when I still played electric, and I had a loop pedal, and I would uh, just sit there blazing and making these loops all night. It was a lot of
Yeah, no,
fun.
that's good.
Yeah. All right, Grok is currently processing the
You
bankruptcy filing.
trying to share that screen, by?
Sure, there's not much to see right now. It's
Oh,
still
okay.
looking through it, but how's the landscaping business been?
Slow. I really should have found myself at least an additional, if not a different job. Been hella slow.
Yeah, I would think there's not much to do in the cold weather.
Yeah,
You don't put up Christmas lights or anything like that.
nah.
Hmm,
Small company.
I see.
Oh shit. They've got a Thanksgiving cornucopia. Ooh, Rob's affecting a little high fashion vibe with the distressed hoodie. He's got on his existence spreadsheet for that day the time that it took to tear up the left breast of his hoodie.
Let's check on Grok. Oh, here we go. It has summarized the bankruptcy filing. Would you like me to share my screen?
God, bro. They're watching a clip of a kid at like a choir concert absolutely yakking his brains out on stage. Yeah.
That's just sad. I don't like when they react to children failing at things.
Yeah.
That's in poor taste.
In any case, yes, share your screen,
And
bro.
like also, dude, because they have to reach out to these people. They have to reach out to the people who took these videos and get their permission. Like, what sick fuck is allowing a video of their child to be on TV in this context?
Yeah, that's a total breakdown of traditional family values.
Well, anyway, let's on that note, let's continue to mock the crippling financial situation of the man who is responsible for that breakdown.
Here, and
So,
I'm sending you as a treat. I'm sending you a picture of my brother's cat doing something awesome.
hell yeah, dude. My phone's behind me. I might not get to look at it until a little later,
You too.
but here we go. Let's see what Grok has to say about this bankruptcy filing.
Share
Gonna
that
share my
screen,
screen.
bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got it. Just a second.
Obama makes history. That is the title of the episode.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you see this? You see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so I guess I'll just read this off. This is what Grok said for the
Can
listener.
you? Can I make a request?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you ask it to restate everything that it said with the same informational content, but do it in a like a goofy way or in the character of a clown or something like
Okay, but
that?
I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read the first. Or do you want to do that first?
Low key, I do.
Okay. Uh, yeah, Bozo the clown. I'll
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
Restate all that in the speaking voice of Bozo the clown.
And then oh yeah, yeah, there we go. Hell yes, bro.
Hong Kong, hey kids and creditors, gather around Bozo's Big Red Bankruptcy Circus tent because Bozo the Clown's got the scoop on Super Jacket Productions LLC, and boy oh boy, are these clowns in a pickle.
Bro,
Sprawling. So here's the deal, everybody.
you
This
got to do a silly voice, bro.
you do it. I can't do it. You got to do it.
So here's the deal, everybody. This goofy company called Super Jacket Productions LLC, case number 25 15 71 6 MKN, went kerplop into Chapter 11 bankruptcy on September 28th, 2025. That's right, they're doing the big Chapter 11 clown dance with 8 of their best buddy companies, all holding hands under the big top run by Thrill and to Read It LLC. Whee! Now listen up, little creditors. They only got 532,533 in their piggy bank, mostly some loose change in a checking account and a couple of IOUs from people who forgot to pay for their Nitro Circus tickets. But guess how much they owe? Honk, honk, a whopping $138.6 million. That's like owing a gazillion cream pies. I don't want to do that for too long.
Yeah.
It looks like we were reading it right though.
Yeah, we seem to. I think we got most of this correct in our initial reading. Do you mind if I go back up to the original one it gave me?
I like this line. Wait, can you scroll down for a second?
Yeah.
Super Jacket Productions is doing the Chapter 11 shuffle, hoping to reorganize instead of getting pied in the face by all these creditors.
Nice. Turn
Rock went off at the bottom here. Now who wants a balloon shaped like a defaulted term loan?
Hell yes. ChatGPT could never.
Yeah, no, that AI is good.
Yeah.
I don't understand how Allen Iverson has time for all of this shit and never had time for practice.
No, I'm gonna look at this original one though, because there is more detail, it seems. So this is a Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing for Super Jacket Productions LLC, part of a group of affiliated debtors under joint administration. The filing includes detailed schedules of assets and liabilities and statements of financial affairs, global notes applicable to all debtors. The information is based on the debtors' books and records. With net book values, I've highlighted key elements below. Okay.
I'm looking at the sidebar that has the history of your conversations with Grok. eBay vinyl record negotiations. That is the grind set in action.
Yeah, that was getting heated. Well, this is both disappointing and pleasantly surprising because we kind of got most of this correct in our initial.
Can you now ask it, taking this information into account, why is Rob why did Rob announce the launch of existence.io? Like what motive could he have had in doing that?
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm gonna look, just get to the end of this because I'm curious if there's anything here we didn't already know. Yeah, like we said, total assets about 500K. Total liabilities 138 million.
Yeah, it's not good. Fucking, I was saying how we managed to read it pretty well before. They made it easy. Rob made it easy on us. It's a pretty stark picture of what's going on here. There's not a whole lot of ways to misread it.
The math works out very clearly. You would have to be Rob Dyrdek to miss the writing on the wall here. Okay, this is, maybe we missed something here. Major creditors and claim amounts. Yeah, you've got their insurance company. They owe their insurance company $30 million.
That's fucking brutal, bro.
34th Street Funding LLC. They owe 18 million. I wonder what that is. You think it's worth looking into it?
I can do that separately.
Okay, sure. Unsecured creditors. What's the difference between an unsecured creditor and a secured creditor?
Could not tell you.
All claims are
He knows,
secured by
he knows
first
wearing yet another power suit, just so you know.
priority lands on substitute. Does that just mean like if you're a secured creditor, you're guaranteed the money? I don't.
Let me see here.
Yo, Chauncey Productions.
Difference between secured and unsecured creditors. We're saying secured creditor has a legal claim to a debtor's specific asset called collateral and can seize it to satisfy the debt if the debtor defaults. Unsecured lacks this collateral and has a general claim against the debtor, meaning they are at a disadvantage during repayment and must often resort to lawsuits or bankruptcy proceedings to seek repayment. And then I was going to find out, 34th Street Funding LLC. Well, it's in New York.
Hmm.
I'm going to Bloomberg for their company profile. But Bloomberg is going to probably make me pay for that information. Let me see.
Right.
Yeah, no. Bloomberg's fucking useless.
That's okay. I mean, we have two things here that are interesting. We addressed this the first time we read the bankruptcy filing. They owe $144 for a parking ticket. And this, I'm not sure we clocked this in our initial reading. They owe $360 to some company called Cobra. Now, I'm going to choose to believe that that was Rob ordering a $360 Croatian rent boy with a huge, a huge cobra, so to speak, between his legs.
No, they're actually in deep with the villains from G.I. Joe. Who happen to be well endowed Croatian rent boys.
Yeah. Here are some contracts and unexpired leases, I get.
Bro, it feels difficult. Can't even lie.
It really does. Yeah, I mean, we covered all this. They owe. We never got an answer on this. They owe money to Rob Dyrdek. I don't understand how that works.
Go down to other notable / red flag items.
Red flag items. Okay. Oh, interesting. Cash management. The debtor uses bank accounts shared with affiliates, for example, Purple Shark LLC, and former affiliate Thrill One Events LLC for payments per a February 7th, 2025 transition services agreement. Large transfers from Super Jacket to Thrill One in the year, pre-petition for earnouts, payroll, interest, event costs, etc. I actually don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you wanted me to ask something else first. What was that?
Yes. Explain the possible Rob Dyrdek's possible motivation for creating existence.io in the light of, or like in the context of this bankruptcy case.
In light of this bankruptcy case.
Yeah, I know. Why might, yeah.
Yeah, why might Rob Dyrdek have founded his new time intelligence platform? Existence.
Neither timely nor intelligent.
The timing and turmoil. Rob Dyrdek's pivot to existence.io amid Superjacket's bankruptcy. Rob Dyrdek's launch of existence.io, a time intelligence AI platform designed to help users track, optimize, and own every minute of their day through detailed logging of activities, emotions, and productivity metrics, comes at a pivotal moment. Announced publicly on November 11th, 2025, and launching the same week his long-running MTV show Ridiculousness wrapped production, the platform embodies Rob Dyrdek's long-held rhythm of existence philosophy. This personal system, which he's refined since at least 2013. Okay, we know all this, but in the shadow.
In the first bullet point under item number 1, financial and operational reset after revenue collapse, Super Jacket filed in September saying that they were fucked because MTV stopped ordering episodes. So at least making the point publicly, even if it's not true, that all of this debt was accounted for because they expected to keep making more ridiculousness for longer. That feels like
shit. That is fascinating stuff. Um,
I still think you shouldn't be $30 million in debt at any point.
I'm
But
gonna read that. I mean, I know you just recapped it, but I'm gonna
yeah,
read
yeah.
it verbatim. Just I don't know. That just helps me
Yeah.
process it. It's such a colossal fuck up. I need to, kind of read it over again. Yeah, so it says Super Jackets filing on September 28th slash 29th, 2025 cited significant financial strain from MTV's reduced episode orders and payment delays earlier that year, crippling cash flow despite the show's profitability. It aired, in parentheses, it aired up to 12 hours daily. Bankruptcy docs revealed MTV paid Deerdeck's company at least 32.5 million annually, potentially rising to 45 million with renewals, covering production while funneling massive fees to him personally. Yet disputes with lenders over control left the entity insolvent with 138.6 million in liabilities against just 532K in
You know,
assets. So yeah, they were
bro,
banking on the show not being canceled.
and honestly, I was saying you shouldn't be, well, I said $30 million in debt at any point. They're more than that, 140 really. But if they're getting 30 million a year and expecting an increase to 45 million a year, maybe MTV fucked them to a certain extent. Like maybe this isn't really just, you know?
So this raises another question that I guess we never really had answered in the first place. But it's like, why did it get canceled then? Because
Yeah.
initially my assumption was the bankruptcy somehow like caused the cancellation of ridiculousness, but it seems
Hmm.
that's kind of the inverse is true.
Yeah.
But then so why cancel ridiculousness? I mean, Grok noted the show's profitability. Maybe that profitability has waned in recent years. I don't know, but in any case, Grok says link to existence.io with ridiculousness now canceled. Deer Deck lost a core revenue stream tied to Super Jacket. Launching existence.io, his self-described magnum opus, positions him to monetize his time optimization expertise directly via subscriptions or premium features. Well, yeah, but we know it's going to fail. We want to know.
Yeah, no one's gonna fucking do that.
Yeah, we want to know the kind of ulterior motive that might be at play here. Uh, reputation management and narrative control. The bankruptcy exposed internal chaos, lender fights, high executive payouts, and questions of mismanagement. Questions of mismanagement. I'm going to have it expound on that next. The questions of mismanagement painted Superjacket as a profit engine gone bust. Public filings highlighted Deerdeck's ongoing contract amid 85 million in secured debt, potentially drawing scrutiny to his role. Mm, this is giving us a very charitable image of why
Yeah.
Rob launched Super Jacket. Should I rephrase the question?
Um, could existence.io be fraud?
Could existence.io be fraud? Look, let's pump the brakes on the Rob Dyrdek redemption arc. Just 2 months after Super Jacket Productions LLC files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, he launches existence.io. Yeah. I'll dissect it with the cynicism it deserves. Spoiler, no smoking gun yet, but plenty of smoke. Deerdeck launched Existence on November 11th, 2025. The exact week Ridiculousness wrapped production. Skeptical take, this isn't evolution, it's extraction. With Ridiculousness reruns as his only media lifeline, Existence smells like a classic celeb side hustle. Slap your personal brand on a productivity app. Think Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop, but for calendars. Build
Here's
hype.
what I like.
Yeah.
Red flags on the site and substance, bare bones hype machine.
Okay, let's see. Peeking at existence.io, it's underwhelming. Features boil down to logging time blocks, uh, e.g., Tag your coffee breaks as life or health. Rate it 0 to 10 for vibes. Adding notes for reflection and vague AI unlocks promising patterns on happiness and energy. No demos, no user testimonials,
Mm,
no tech stack details, just flowery copy like turn hours into transformation. Where's the
yeah, go
privacy
off.
policy? Terms of service, contract page, crickets. Damn, I didn't even think about that. Wow. Wow. Oh, that's, yeah. Wow. That's damning. That is damning stuff. The footer mentions web design and trails off. For a platform obsessed with accounting for all your time, that's a glaring omission, especially when data harvesting is its core hook. Skeptical take. This screams rushed MVP, minimum viable product,
Here
or
we go.
outright placeholder. Yeah. Deerdeck's venture studio, Deerdeck Machine, has incubated 18 brands with $550 million in exits. Sure, but those were mostly apparel and media plays, not AI, SaaS. Existence feels like a fan fiction extension of his 50-page Rhythm of Existence PDF he's been hawking since 2022 podcasts.
Oh, interesting.
Let's see if we can find that PDF. By the way, GitHub knockoffs already exist, so why pay for this?
It's GitHub, just so you know.
Okay, I don't know what that is, but um, and tying it to bankruptcy, the schedules list his entertainment agreement as assumable. Maybe he's using the platform to optimize his way out of creditor security, reframing chaos as high quality existence. Yeah, yeah. Fraud potential, low probability, high annoyance factor. Direct fraud, no evidence. Um, that said, fraud could lurk if it follows the celeb app playbook. Collect emails now, launch a buggy paywall later, harvest data for resale, or ghost when the hype fades. Shit. Deerdeck's net worth insulates him personally, but Superjacket's creditors might eye any new era revenue streams, and his history, those skate park claims, alleged self dealing via charity, show a pattern of blurring philanthropy with profit. I wanted to expound on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Okay. There's a lot here. We need to find that Rhythm of Existence PDF. We need to
I
have it
got it.
expound on this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You look into that. I'm going to ask it to expound on this skate park claims with a pattern of blurring philanthropy and profit. That sounds interesting. And there was something else I wanted it to expound on. Do you
Dude,
remember what I?
I searched Rob Dyrdek Rhythm of Existence PDF. Comes up with a 4-year-old Reddit post entitled "Software Similar to Rob Dyrdek's Productivity System," and it says, um, it goes over his Rhythm of Existence bullshit, and it says, "With this deeply automated life, where does he say it?" Anyway, this person made existence.io. It's exactly what, bro. It's like the only thing that's different is the drop shadow and colors that they use. Besides that, it is identical. Can I show you this?
Yes. Just a second.
Oh wait, never mind. Never mind. False alarm.
Okay.
This person's posting pictures of Rob Dyrdek's thing. Never mind. I'm retarded.
Oh, okay. I see. Maybe this PDF isn't public. Grok did just say he was hawking it on
Well, no, this
podcasts.
is here. I can share my screen and you can look at this. Not because it's some big bombshell, but just so you can see it. This is the PDF.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's see it.
the
Okay.
PD. It's the same thing as existence.io. It's just a PDF.
Oh, oh, so this is literally, well, this could be interesting for a different reason. Okay, so for the listener, this is Rob's he was before he launched existence.io and brought this riveting esoteric knowledge about spreadsheets and data analysis, which didn't exist before the year 2015. Before he brought that to the masses, he was doing this on his own time, logging his own productivity stats and shit. And apparently, his the stuff he was logging is public. You can find so this could be interesting for the purpose of like examining how Rob spends most of his time and like what he considers
Imagine
productivity and
he needs
health
to
and
build an app.
shit like that. So uh But before we get into this, can I look at this skate part thing really quick?
Yes.
This is good. There's a lot. There's a lot here. So this might not even be interesting. I just want to see. So, yeah, Grok said that there are like skate park claims in this bankruptcy filing that show a pattern of blurring philanthropy with profit, and that is reason to be skeptical of uh, existence.io. But I asked it to expound on that, and this is what it said. There are historical allegations against Rob Dyrdek and his business partner Joe Ciaglia tied to the construction of skate parks through the Rob Dyrdek Foundation, later the Rob Dyrdek slash DC Shoes Skate Plaza Foundation. These claims, surfacing around 2012, suggest a scheme where charitable efforts may have been leveraged for personal or corporate gain. I feel like that's
Mm.
probably pretty common. Maybe I'm wrong. Raising questions about the integrity of Dyrdek's philanthropy. Okay. I don't know. Do you think this is worth getting into?
Well,
Might not.
I
Might not.
guess it means. I guess it depends what they mean by leveraged. Was he
All right.
embezzling money that he earmarked for charitable skate parks, or
Let's
was
see.
he profiting off of the actual skate parks he was building?
In the early 2000s, Dyrdek launched the Rob Dyrdek Foundation to build legal skate plazas, starting with some skate park in Kettering, Ohio. The foundation aimed to provide safe skating spaces, often partnering with city governments and securing contracts for California skate parks run by Ciaglia. By 2011 or 2012, criminal complaints, holy shit, filed in Los Angeles alleged felony charges, including fraud, perjury, collusion, and bid rigging. The core accusation was that Deerdek offered design services valued at $50,000 donated via the foundation, contingent on Ciaglia's company winning multi-million dollar construction contracts. These deals reportedly included perks like exclusive plaza use for street league skateboarding events and naming rights, potentially offsetting Deerdek's donation with long-term profits. For instance, a North Hollywood plaza was designed in the shape of Deerdek's Wild Grinders logo, and
Wild grinders, bro.
a Denver area park was pitched to host street league events, with ticket prices like $169, suggesting significant revenue potential. Critics argued this created a self dealing loop. Deerdek's Foundation donated to secure contracts for Ciaglia, who shared financial ties with Deerdek via Street League, while the foundation's nonprofit status masked profit motives. The bankruptcy filing context.
Can I share my screen for literally 2 seconds?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Hold on.
Okay, so I looked up this Kettering, Ohio skate park. Looks like a pretty good skate park, but if we were to make like the true crime YouTube video to sensationalize all of this information, I want it to be this picture here of a kid standing in the like snowmelt autumn 2010s vibe, Midwest vibes next to the skate park sign. It's like this 13-year-old kid holding his skateboard, and he's next to the sign that says Rob Dyrdek slash DC Shoe Skate Plaza of Kettering. If we were to make the true crime YouTube video for this information, it would be this picture. The kid's eyes have like a black bar censoring them, and then in all caps, like huge letters, "Did Rob Dyrdek kill this kid?" Anyway, that's it. That's it. That's everything.
That's great. And the picture would have to be like a negative.
Yes,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
and
yeah.
we would show doctored images of his time optimization PDF, in which he spent 15% of his time in the month of January of 2013 killing a kid.
It's filed under health.
Kill dominance, destiny, ki- killing a kid, disposing their. Anyway,
Just a second.
bro, this holiday season, I'm thankful for yo ass. This shit's vibes.
Me too. Ditto. Fuck. Sorry, my nose just got so runny.
It's okay, folks. This is what happens when you've got one of those Midwestern friends who's always doing stims as a joke, and then, oh, this cocaine, it's fun.
Mhm.
Now his nose won't stop running.
Okay, what were we about to do? We were
You
gonna.
were gonna read something about the skate park thing, or maybe you already did.
Oh well, Grok was explaining the potential connection between the skate park thing and the bankruptcy filing.
Yep.
So the bankruptcy filing doesn't directly address the skate park allegations, but offers clues about financial practices that might echo those concerns. The global notes and Exhibit 1 detail cash management and payments, revealing a complex web of transactions that could fuel skepticism about profit philanthropy overlap. Superjacket used shared bank accounts with affiliates. Payments were often made by one debtor on behalf of others. This mirrors the skate park claims structure, where charitable donations might have served as a front for coordinated financial benefits. I don't understand how those two things are analogous.
Charitable donations may have served as a front. Hmm.
That doesn't
Made
seem.
by one debtor on behalf of others.
That doesn't sound
If the
illegal.
money's getting paid back, and it's money that, well, why
Grok
would
might
one
be making
person?
stuff up right now. I don't know.
Yeah, like let's say that this one debtor is paying a debt on behalf of someone else. If they're at worst, they're like buying someone's debt off the books. So maybe he's just like under the table restructuring his debt. Maybe I'm not rich enough to understand why that would be a big deal.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's much here. It says here Deerdeck's personal brand might have been leveraged for profit under a charitable guise. Like, how uncommon is that really? I feel like that
Yeah,
happens
what
all the
is
time.
charity? What do you think charity is?
Yeah. Nah, yeah. I'm not sure this is really much of anything at all. But this Ciaglia fellow, wonder what his deal is. Oh, I mean, fuck it. I think what might be more interesting. Do you want to pull up that PDF again? We
Yeah.
could see what Deerdeck's whole rhythm of existence was in 2020 when that was made.
If you set this rhythm of existence to 4/4 time, it's swung. His rhythm is in swing.
Okay, so this is interesting. This is a Reddit post where we found Rob's PDF, and it's in r/productivity apps. I thought it would be in like a ridiculousness subreddit, but
Well, it's because somebody 4 years ago said that they took the PDF that Rob had been talking about since 2022, apparently, and made it into software. So they made existence.io.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, so somebody somebody already made existence.io. What
Yeah.
was it? 3 years ago?
4.
4 years ago?
Yeah.
Dude, that's
It's
hilarious.
it's really fucking funny.
So, oh my gosh. It's not just that Rob made the calendar app, but Rob made a copy of a calendar app.
Yeah.
Holy shit. This gets
I
better and
wonder if I
better.
wonder if his Redditor got paid and if they've heard of existence.io.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, he spelled September wrong in his spreadsheet.
No shit.
Yeah, it said Spetember.
Where is that?
Spetember.
No. Time spent spelling in August, 0 minutes and 0 seconds.
Wake me up when Spetember ends.
Ooh, it's gonna be a tough choice between "Wake Me Up When September Ends" and "Obama Makes History" as the title.
Um, well, where do we start? There's a lot here. Here we go. Here we go. So this is Rob's schedule.
Ridic Prep,
Holy shit.
7 to 8 p.m. Ridic Prep. Brain
Seven.
training, bro.
Whoa, whoa,
No
whoa, whoa, whoa.
chance you were training your brain, bro.
Dude, what does that consist of? How is he training his brain? What the fuck? And what is Ridic Prep? What preparation went into that show?
Ad hoc 3 to 4. The fuck is that?
Gym/sauna, 5 to 6 p.m. That's a long time in a sauna. I guess the gym is part of that. Yeah.
Kids, movie, and sleep, 1 hour. Name the movie that you watched in 1 hour. Name it. Name the 1 hour movie you watched with your children and then put them to bed in that 1 hour. Yeah, also, this all feels like a lie, too. I don't think he was getting exactly either 7, 7.5, 6, 6.5, or 8 hours of sleep every day through October of whatever year this was, 2022 or some shit.
Go. Can you go back to the red columns? There's
Yeah.
something interesting in there.
This is
Um,
also, small side note, exactly what he shows us in the existence.io promos. It's just this stylized a little differently, but it's the same fucking content.
right. Well, and so he has ridiculousness episode tapings in this calendar. For the listener, I don't know if this was clear, but it's a calendar, and I mean you can see everything Rob was doing this week. And ridiculousness episode tapings seem to have typically gone from 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's a long time.
I want to know what Jim Melt Method
Hey,
did.
and he said, remember, he said in that existence.io promo video that he got those episode recordings to such a level of efficiency that he could knock them out in 25 minutes. That's clearly a lie.
Maybe that was like, maybe this wasn't, he wasn't yet at that point.
I guess so, but how do you
I
pare, dude?
shouldn't.
How do you pare down 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. to 25 minutes? That's not possible. You can't do that.
Well, the tapings themselves got that quick because he really, really intensified his Ridic prep. He stopped
Right.
watching movies with his kids. He stopped going to lunch with his wife. He stopped training his brain. He started prepping Ridic. Something I like to point out here: Saturday the 17th of, I think they were saying this was 2022. Between 9 and 10, he fought Jake Paul for an hour.
Wait. Oh,
Jake Paul fight? Is that
wait. Are you serious? Oh, I thought you were making a joke. It actually says Jake Paul fight. Was he watching the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight in that
was
block?
that in 2022?
No, that was like
No.
last year. What the fuck does that mean? Maybe there was another Jake Paul fight in
Yeah,
2020,
I mean, probably.
or maybe they were fighting, and that maybe his girlfriend, the model who's always on the show, like Rob wanted to fuck her, and he
If
had.
you win, if I win, your girlfriend comes on my show.
I also saw something in that calendar thing that said, uh, what did that say? Where is it? It says Machinist Weekly. So maybe he watches the Christian Bale movie, The Machinist, every week.
Where is that? Oh, I see it now. I see it now.
Yeah, right there.
Ecom stand up. Fuck off. Haircut 9:30. Lunch 10 a.m. That's an early lunch. Fat fuck. I think it's so funny that he's got ad hoc in here so many times, which basically I'm assuming just means doing nothing.
This is so masturbatory. Like he's logging, waking his kids up for school every morning. How fucking long could that take? That's like a 10-second affair. You don't have to put that in your stupid spreadsheet, dude. Can you go to the bottom? I think we're, I want to see what he does at night. Oh, or okay, never mind, never mind. I guess that about covers it. We
We've got that one.
clean house. That man is not cleaning his own house.
No, absolutely no fucking way. He's got a library named after him. He hasn't cleaned his house in years.
Brain training. I really want to know
He's jacking off.
what that.
He's training his brain to come.
Or maybe he's sucking dick and he's training himself to
Oh,
get really good at giving brain.
interesting.
Yeah.
Obama makes history. Also, this is the he says he does the melt method at some point in that spreadsheet, and it's
I
basically
saw that. Yeah.
foam rollers and whatever. Who gives a fuck? Yeah,
Well, there you have it. Rob Dyrdek spends his days watching Christian Bale's The Machinist, waking up
fighting
his
Jake Paul
fighting Jake Paul, waking up his kids for school.
and hitting dabs and jerking off in the gym.
Well, I have to go fairly soon. Is there anything we didn't get to?
Reddit, fucking Rule 34. Um, give me a random word.
How about blues? Blues Rule 34. Oh, you looked up Bools.
Oh, I did.
But now I'm curious what Bools is. Okay, it seems that Bools is a BBW dragon with a dick.
Isn't everything? Yeah, this is nothing new, really. But let me try again.
I bet it's gonna give us like Blues Clues or some shit.
Oh, there's the Blues Brothers.
Yeah,
Oh, there is Blues Clues. I'm not going to look at that, though. Oh, my goodness.
that's awesome.
Someone likes the Blues Brothers. Well, for the listener,
Something tells me when they said we're on a mission from God, this was not part of that mission.
okay. Well, listener, you can use your imagination. And what do you say? Obama makes history for the episode title?
Yeah.
All right. Peace you later, pal.
All right. Hold up.